out, I'll fly away. I'll fly away. Glory. Friends, it's great to see you this morning. Let's sing a morning song. I invite you to rise in body and our spirit. We're going to sing out of the great hymnal, hymn number 347, Gather the Spirit. If you're joining us online, you can find the lyrics in the lyric sheet that there's a link to. And let's have a great time singing. I know.
Spirit, harvest of our separate Welcome to the Olympia Unitarian Universalist Congregation. Thank you for joining us today. We're so glad you're here. My name is Janet Spencer. I use she, her pronouns. I'm an old Jewish woman with blue hair, which I touched up a couple of days ago. I'm a member of the worship arts team, and I recently joined the choir. So you'll see me scurrying back and forth. Leading worship with us today is our minister, Reverend Mary Geer, Troy Fisher, our music director, and the choir. Our tech team is led by our brilliant tech specialist, Carbon Marshall. It's wonderful when the tech people get a hand. Our community envisions an interconnected world that is loving, just, and healthy. We commit to live out our mission to welcome and wonder, embrace and empower, bridge and become. We are a people of many genders, many racial identities, many economic levels, many sexual identities, and all ways that we are different, united as one people. We are a faith community that believes diversity is sacred and that we are enriched by the gifts that each of us brings. We affirm that we are all growing and becoming, and that we learn from each other. Thank you for your presence here, however you have arrived. We're so glad you are here. Here's a few things to know about our service today with the hope that you will feel welcome. We are streaming live on Zoom and YouTube, and the service is being recorded for those in the sanctuary. You can see the sometimes creative subtitles on the screen in front. It's okay to laugh. And they're also on the chat. We are a multi-generational community that welcomes people of all ages in the sanctuary. There's also nursery care and a storytime program for children in the classroom wing. Over here, we have soft chairs and activities for your hands, so everyone will feel welcome. And everyone can be here in the way that supports them. Please be where you're most comfortable. We're grateful for the many hands that help make worship happen this morning, visible and less visible. Thank you all who contribute in so many ways. After the service, everyone will have a chance to discuss reflection questions offered by Reverend Mary. For those online, we invite you to go to a breakout room for a virtual coffee chat. For those in person, please feel free to stay for coffee and fellowship in the Commons. At 12:15 today, please join us here in the sanctuary or back in the main Zoom room for a forum on question part 3, fundraising at OUUC with Board of Trustees. We'll be talking some about the OUUC book sale. So please come and share your thoughts. Also at 12:15 today, the Generation XYZ lunch will be in a classroom wing. This gathering is for everyone ages 18 to 50-ish. See Keto Bay for more information. At 2 p.m. today, Our new UU class will be about how to put our faith into action. The class is on Zoom, and you will find the link on the OUUC website. For the rest of February, OUUC SWIFT will collect food for immigrant families who fear being detained if they go to the store. This is a repeat of the food drive we did in November. We will deliver our collections to a local church which maintains a food pantry for immigrant families. Please put your donations in the collection boxes in the OUUC Commons. You can find a list of the type of food that is desired in the Commons. There are many things happening at OUUC. Check out the Tuesday electronic update or the website for the most up-to-date information. Now let us open our hearts and minds as we prepare for worship. It is good to be together.
Good morning. I'm Reverend Mary, and I use she, her pronouns. In this time of so much sorrow, we this morning mourn the loss of former OUUC member Bernadette Farrell. She died last Sunday at the age of 86. She lived with chronic illness for quite some time, and she died attended by palliative care services at St. Peter's Hospital. In her last weeks, she was visited by many friends and all three of her sons from around the country. Her son, Kevin, was with her when she died. Kevin said his mom was comfortable and died peacefully after a long and full life filled with loving family and friends and much travel. While Bernadette has not been active at OUUC for quite some time, she is remembered here as kind, caring, and of a generous heart. Penny Chatfield and Alice Curtis remember Bernadette as an active member of the Lady Unitarian Social Hour, also known as Lush. For real. Penny recalls Bernadette's East Coast accent and said Bernadette told many stories of growing up in the Hamptons on Long Island, New York, when they were a collection of small towns of working class families. How much things have changed. Alice remembers joyful and long conversations with Bernadette in the parking lot after Lush events and a meaningful visit just a few years ago when Bernadette was recovering from an illness. And Des McGarren remembers that he and Bernadette often would chat about their shared Irish heritage, and they exchanged stories about experiences from their youth. Bernadette's family celebrated Bernadette's life this week by gathering with a few of her friends here in Olympia. Bernadette's obituary is posted on legacy.com, and it says this in part: Bernadette embraced life in a contemplative mode. She relished time alone with her questions about her role in the world, frequently referring to herself as a daydreamer. Socially, she embraced new friends and activities as a member of the Capital City Newcomers Club. She was also a member over the years of the Olympia Unitarian Universalist Congregation, where she found multiple opportunities to engage in social justice activities. Bernadette's ashes will be interred in a family plot in Southampton, Long Island, New York. Bernadette left a legacy of kindness, generosity, and connection through stories. We send our love and care to her family and friends as they mourn her passing. We light this candle in memory of Bernadette.
This morning, we join Unitarian Universalists congregations around the world in lighting a chalice, the symbol of our faith tradition, with the words of Reverend Jamie Yandel. We light this chalice for the quiet truths we carry and for the futures we are brave enough to write. In this circle, we honor the courage it takes to live openly, the softness that sustains us, and the joy and power that grow when we gather. As the chalice glows, may we feel steadiness rise in us. May we trust that our becoming, messy, radiant, unfolding, wholly belongs to us.
I wonder if we might just take a minute to welcome and say hello to our online friends. The camera's in the back if you're inclined to turn around and wave to the folks online. We see you. Thank you for being here. Our opening words this morning are offered by the Reverend Dr. Michelle Collins. Come into this time of worship, worn, weary, or wide awake. In this gathering, we acknowledge the pressure of living, the tender ache of persisting through uncertainty, the courage of continuing when clarity is distant. Yet here we are, still breathing, still reaching, still becoming. Today, let us embody resilience together, not as armor, but as the soft, stubborn practice of returning to ourselves, to one another, and to the work of love. Come, let us worship together.
And let's sing together again. This is a new hymn for us today, so I invite you to stand and rise with courage, and we're going to do something new.
Build a beginning, but I do not know the end. I am
Today, today is the official quick kickoff of our 2026-2027 Stewardship Drive, the time when we make pledges of financial support for this community for the next fiscal year, starting in July. Stewardship is both a practical act and a spiritual practice. We know that it takes all of us to support this congregation. May our love for this community drive our desire to support it to its fullest potential. You probably received your pledge packet in the mail, and if you didn't, don't worry. There will be members of the stewardship team out in the Commons after the service with packets. Happy to answer any questions and accept pledge cards. The stewardship team thanks you in advance for your thoughtful consideration and participation in this year's pledge drive. Over the next weeks, members of the OUUC community will share brief testimonials about something they have found here and valued. Today's sharing is by Jason Martinelli. Jason.
Well, good morning, everybody. It's nice to be with you. My name is Jason. I use he, him pronouns. And I'm going to use my phone to try to give this little talk here. So I was given a short but deep question. How has OUC been transformative in my life? Well, so today I'm happy to share some thoughts that bubbled to the surface. Well, years ago, as someone who identifies as agnostic, I never imagined needing a spiritual community. I thought if I wanted to grow spiritually, I could do this on my own. That changed with my family with 2 young kids experienced a major house fire about 10 years ago. And we needed more stability in our lives. That was when I was introduced to OUUC through word of mouth. It was a great place for our kids to go to RE classes that supported who they are and what they think. It emphasized kindness and love. It offered a little respite from our lives that was turned upside down. It was exactly what we needed at the time. After close to a year later, our house got rebuilt and our lives became more normal again. With time, I learned that I needed OUC in my life, not only during a crisis, but during the usual times as well. OUC accepts my beliefs and supports me in my spiritual journey. Like others have said, your spiritual path here is like a choose-your-own-adventure. That phrase started crystallizing more when I came more. To services, to events, to get-togethers, I found a place centered in love. We may not share a dogma that we all must believe, but we do share the intention of creating a more just and loving world. So I volunteered more, I gave more, I have grown my self-understanding and mindfulness more. I have gained stronger bonds and friendships in this interconnected web of life that we share. I've recognized that meaning isn't given to me, but is created through my choices, values, and contributions. I know that showing up and caring for one another is an antidote to this often violent and dehumanizing world. I also love that this community accepts my kids for who they are. They have experienced so many caring adults and role models through the years. You have seen them and validated them, along with the many other youth that walk through these doors. These aspects have been transformative for me. I have found love and joy that has made my life better. Since we're in the stewardship campaign, let me talk briefly about contribution. I hope we all look at how we contribute through volunteering, pledging, other ways, to support OUC so it grows and continues to be a safe haven and respite for us and others, as we collectively work towards creating a more just, healthy, and loving world. The funds pledged during the stewardship campaign goes towards many things, including maintaining this wonderful space and paying a fair wage to our beloved staff who do so much for us. Like the saying goes, the more you give, the more you grow. That has been true for me. Thank you for giving of yourselves and resources to help this congregation thrive. Thank you.
Each Sunday, we engage in the spiritual practice of generosity and gratitude by joining together in service to our community and to something greater than ourselves. This is an opportunity to express our gratitude for the gifts that life has given us, for the network of relationships in which we live, and for the presence of this community. We each have the power to share, and when we combine our gifts to create an offering, together we're able to do more than any one of us can do alone. If you are new or visiting us for the first time, you are our guest, and we do not expect you to contribute. However, if you are moved to be part of our offering, what you share is accepted with gratitude. The offering collected here does two things. Half helps support the ongoing work of this congregation, which is also supported by your regular pledges. The other half of our offering goes to charity. Most is shared with an organization that serves our community in harmony with our Unitarian Universalist values, and a small portion goes to the OUUC Ministers Benevolence Fund to support the more urgent needs in our community. Our Share the Plate organization for February is Homes First. This is what they share about their work.
Hello and good morning, Olympia UU congregation. Christine here, Development Manager with Homes First. Since 1990, Homes First has provided over 5,000 community members who are very low and extremely low income with safe, healthy, stable, and affordable rental homes. But we're more than just a housing provider. We are a bridge to hope and stability for families and individuals in our community who are struggling. Our mission is simple yet vital: to create and maintain safe, healthy, and affordable rental homes for those who need them most. We envision vibrant communities where everyone has a home they can afford. What makes Homes First unique? No other organization in Thurston County does what we do. We provide dignified, long-term rental homes and treat our residents with respect and equity. Our strength lies in our partnerships. We work alongside local social service organizations to ensure our tenants are supported the way they need. Today, your attention and support will make all the difference. Here's how you can get involved. You can help us expand access to affordable housing in the South Sound by making a donation today, signing up to volunteer, or becoming an ambassador to help spread awareness about Homes First with your networks, both online and in the community. Together, we can ensure that everyone in our community has a safe place to call home. Thank you.
We offer our thanks to all who give, including those who give to the offering electronically. Let me say that again. We offer our thanks to all who give, including those who give to the offering electronically. You can find out about that in the order of service or in the OUUC website. May the offering now be generously given as it is gratefully received.
Children, been in the storm, been so long.
Thank you so much for your generosity and all the ways, the many ways that you share your gifts. This morning, we connect with our ancestors in doing what humans have always done. We gather in times of worry and fear and in times of celebration and joy. We come into our community this morning bringing all that is in our lives, on our minds, and in our hearts. So let's open our hearts to the complexity of life as we place stones in the water of community. You'll hear a drum beat. Allow its resonance into your body. It's the heartbeat of life, the heartbeat of our community. Let's take a deep breath together. In and out. Feel the air as it enters and leaves your body, nourishing your cells. Feel the earth beneath us. Feel the warmth of connection. This week is a sacred time for many religious traditions. The sacred season of Lent begins on Wednesday, when some will be marked with ashes, symbolizing our mortality, as we count down the 40 days until Easter. And that means that on Tuesday, many will celebrate before Lent begins. Mardi Gras and Shrove Tuesday are marked by feasting before the fasting of Lent. Tuesday is also the beginning of the sacred time of Ramadan. For a month, Muslims will fast from food and drink during the daylight hours to help them remember their connection to the sacred and their obligation to each other and humankind. And Tuesday is also the Lunar New Year, a time to celebrate the end of winter and offer prayers for a good harvest. And last Thursday is a day of remembrance. It commemorates the 1942 signing of the executive order, which authorized the forced removal and incarceration of over 120,000 Japanese Americans during World War II. We know what it means to people's lives to identify innocent others as a dangerous enemy. May our history fuel our work for immigration justice today. Let's open our circle wide now. For those on Zoom, I invite you to share in the chat, share from your heart. Those of us in the sanctuary will be able to see your sharing on the screen. It's also shared with me and the pastoral care team. And for those on site today, I invite you to come forward if there's something you'd like to bring into the community. You may place a stone in the water as you hold your sharing in your heart. Let's hear the heartbeat of our community as we reach out our hearts in love and care to all who share today. Thank you. We'll place a stone in the water for all that has been shared online, shared from the heart. And one more stone in the water for all that we hold in our hearts and that remains unspoken. We hold together all that has been shared. May you feel yourself witnessed. May you know that you are loved. Let's take a moment to harmonize our bodies and our breath. Please be in whatever way is comfortable for you to hum. In a moment, I'm going to start humming, and I invite you to join me. You can pick a note, any note, and hum, harmonize, change your note, stay, whatever you would like. Just hum and enjoy the vibrations that we will create together across the internet. And I invite you to place a hand on your chest or on your belly so that you can feel the vibrations that you create in your body. We'll hum for a bit, and when our humming comes to an end, we'll be in silence together.
I invite you to remain seated and let's sing together. Wake Now My Senses, hymn number 298. We're going to sing the first and the fourth verse. Wake now my senses and hear the earth call. Feel the deep power of being all. Lead with the well
Today's first reading is titled Prayer for Resilience Through Connections by UU minister, the Reverend Dr. Michelle Collins. Source of love, spirit of interdependence, we give thanks for the web that holds us, the hands that have steadied us, the voices that remind us we are not alone, the presence of those who have leaned on us just as we have leaned on them. Resilience is not a solitary triumph. It is woven through community, shared meals, gentle questions, laughter that breaks through grief, courage borrowed from one another when our own runs thin. In this moment, let us remember that we are stronger together than apart. May we continue to offer and receive care, trusting that our connections sustain us even when we cannot behold the whole picture. Blessed be the bonds that hold and keep on holding.
Part 1, Resilience. Several mornings a week, I swim at the Briggs YMCA. I see some of you there on occasion. I love the water and I love to watch people, so the pool is one of my happy places. And while I'm paddling around in the water, I like to watch the lifeguards. Sometimes they walk around, sometimes they stand, sometimes they sit on the tall white lifeguard chair. You're welcome in here. Yep. I know, there's toys. Really, there's toys. I just love the lifeguards at the Y. There are about 10 of them that I see that work in the mornings. They are of many shapes and sizes and ages and identities, and they're friendly and kind. They smile and tell me to have a good day as I thank them on my way out of the pool. Now, there are always at least 3 lifeguards on duty at any given time. One guarding the main pool, one guarding the activity pool, and one on deck. And I noticed right away that the lifeguards rotate every 15 minutes. Whoever is on deck relieves the guard in the main pool, who relieves the guard in the activity pool, who then goes on deck. Every 15 minutes, they change where they are. I assume that's so they don't get tired or bored. The lifeguard on deck has time to rest, and I noticed that they do a variety of things that never involve screens. They eat a snack, or they read a paper or book, or they do homework or write in a journal or play with fidget toys. There's a guard who is amazing with a Rubik's Cube. And sometimes the lifeguard on deck has some simple chores to do, like cleaning the windows or mopping the entryway to the pool from the locker rooms. They take care of the space that we share together. And then after 15 minutes, they rotate so that the next lifeguard can have a break. Now, when something unusual happens, the lifeguard on deck comes to help. When someone in a class got dizzy in the pool, or another person wounded their shin by bumping it against a metal bleacher, there was blood, the lifeguards went into action. One is always watching the pool while the others call for help and attend to the person who needs assistance. You can tell that they prepare and train for when things are unusual and not quite so calm. And then when people are tended to and things are back to calm again, some of the lifeguards go back to the routine every 15 minutes, standing, sitting, rotating. And the lifeguard that was involved in the event goes to the office, I assume to write up what happened and debrief and rest a bit. I noticed that the lifeguards at the Y are resilient. They work through difficulty. They are flexible. and they learn from whatever happens in the pool. The vibe that I get from them is, we got you. We got you. Our spiritual theme for this month is embodying resilience. As I experienced the resilience of the YMCA lifeguards, I started thinking about the ways that congregations are resilient, because that's how my brain works. I'll say more about that in part 2. First, a couple thoughts about resilience. First, we tend to think about resilience as bouncing back from challenges and hard times, and it is most certainly that. Resilience is also about adapting to change, because change can be challenging and hard. We humans tend to resist change, mostly because of the transition from what has been to what is, and because change means loss, and loss means grief, and grief is painful. We are a faith tradition that claims transformation as one of our core values. And I think that means we sign up for change and loss and grief. This year, the OUUC Board of Trustees has been asking us a big question. How shall we adapt to being a bigger congregation? That question could be phrased as, how can we be resilient as we grow? The after-service forum today is the third in a series of forums that the board has been hosting about this big question about OUC's resilience. It will focus on the board's new fundraising policy, which is a needed step in a larger and growing congregation, and there will be a conversation about one of OUUC's longest-running fundraisers, Books, Brownies, and Beans. So be sure to come and share your perspective and experience on-site or online. The second thing that I will note about resilience is that we tend to think of it as an individual trait. Think John Wayne in any of his movies, or Sylvester Stallone in Rocky, or Mattie Ross in True Grit. And the thing is, each of those individuals had others around them. John Wayne always had sidekicks, human or equine, horses. Sylvester Stallone had trainers and sparring partners and a supportive sweetheart. And in True Grit, Mattie Ross hired a group of men to help her find her father's killer. Not one of them was resilient alone. And they could not have been. And neither can we. In fact, a good predictor of how resilient we are is how connected we are to each other and to our community. In our reading, the Reverend Dr. Michelle Collins wrote, "Resilience is not a solitary triumph. It is woven through community. Shared meals, gentle questions, laughter that breaks through grief, courage borrowed from one another when our own runs thin." You all know that our resilience is being tested in many ways right now. As a nation, we are learning how strong we, the people, are, and how strong our democratic structures are. As a faith community, we are learning to adapt to growth as many people are seeking a place of refuge and support and action in uncertain and challenging times. My vision for our congregation resilience as we grow and change is that in this community, all of our actions and words say to each of us and to every one of us, we got you.
Our second reading is part of the answer from AI to the question that Reverend Mary posed. What makes a congregation resilient? Resilient congregations are churches that are strong, adaptable, and able to thrive amidst challenges like internal conflict, burnout, or external pressures, often by focusing on core spiritual identity, strong relationships, humble leadership, and innovative approaches to ministry, rather than just building bigger programs or walls. Key elements include leaders facing pain with calmness, maintaining spiritual grounding, fostering deep listening, and being flexible, while also leveraging technology, community connections, and clear communication to serve their people effectively.
Part 2, Congregational Resilience. So first of all, for those of you who are startled by the mention of artificial intelligence this morning, so let me offer some reassurance. This is how I use AI. It's great for research. So when I asked that question and got that response, there were links all the way through taking me to the sources that AI used to create that answer. I look at the sources. That's what it's really good for. And what I find is that this technology gives me access to, points me to things that I never would have found otherwise. What I read were articles about resilient congregations and some really inspiring examples. It was lovely to see. And as many of you, I'm sure, have experienced, there are rabbit holes you can get lost in. And what I find, however, is that wisdom comes from study and discussion and reflection. So rest assured that I do write my own sermons. I can't imagine doing it any other way. And second of all, that was an awful lot of words, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh my goodness. So here is the wisdom that I found about resilient congregations. Now, as you might imagine, in 2021, 22, as we were coming out of COVID, there was a lot of focus on what makes congregations resilient because the entire world had changed and we knew it was never going to be the same again. Some congregations thrived post-COVID, and others did not. And the ones that did thrive, we found, had some core values, shared values, and attitudes and behaviors. So the first thing that thriving congregations did is they focused on their spiritual identity. They offered spiritual grounding, hope, and inspiration for their people and for their community. I am fond of saying that while we share characteristics and actions with other organizations and other nonprofits, we are first and foremost a spiritual community with a long history and theology and shared values. And that spiritual grounding from those values helps us declare our vision for the world, and it helps us to discern our mission to help make that vision real. A resilient congregation is spiritually grounded, knows its history and its vision for the future, and it cultivates hope for the journey ahead. The second characteristic of a resilient congregation is that they focus on building and maintaining relationships within and around and outside the congregation. This means having the skills of deep listening, building bridges across differences, holding space for people to learn and grow and make mistakes, and addressing hard experiences with wisdom and care and grace. We Unitarian Universalists call this living into our covenant, the vision that we have for our relationships with ourselves, with each other, with the wider world, and with something that is greater than we are. Third, resilient congregations have leaders, professional and lay leaders, who can help create and cast a vision and a shared purpose. These congregations intentionally develop their leaders by helping them learn the skills of returning to calmness in the face of challenge and collective pain, of transforming conflict, of staying hopeful, of staying humble, and of asking for help when it's needed. A resilient congregation also allows its leaders to rest, prioritizing the physical, emotional, and spiritual health of people as humans. And last, resilient congregations have a healthy relationship with the past as they look to the future. They don't measure current or future results based on past performance. Instead, they face the reality of what is now, and knowing that the future is uncertain, they make the best collective decisions they can about the next best step forward. And they are flexible and adaptive. They are willing to change their practices and structures to meet the current needs. They're willing to try things, knowing that some things will fail and that they will learn from them. So resilient congregations are spiritually focused and grounded, strongly relational, visionary and mission-focused. They develop their leaders, and they learn from the past as they face what is now and look to the future. OUUC has been thriving post-COVID, and I think we are both resilient and we have some challenges. All congregations do. Some of you attended the cottage meetings that we held in preparation for the stewardship drive, and if you did, you saw a video of the Board of Trustees members speaking about how OUUC is adapting to being a larger congregation. And if you haven't seen the video, you can find it on the website on the Giving Stewardship page. In that video, board members mention the ways that we have adapted by adding a second service on Sunday morning. This one we added just over a year ago. And how our Thursday evening dinners and offerings are welcoming even more people into our community. And the board members mentioned the challenges of connecting with everyone when there are more people, welcoming visitors and newcomers as we also attend to the need of longtime members, welcoming new ideas and ways of doing things, and the stress on our infrastructure, our building, and our staff. Today, we continue working together as we begin the stewardship drive to fund this congregation for the next fiscal year, starting in July. The focus this year is how we can continue adapting to a rapidly changing and uncertain national environment and adapting to the amazing and beautiful growth that we are seeing in our community. The purpose of the budget is to help us become a more resilient congregation. Here, we are building and sustaining an institution in a time when many of the institutions that we have relied on are being destroyed and dismantled. Along with many of you, my husband and I pledge to OUUC. We offer a financial support, and we do so because we hope that this institution remains resilient, continuing to thrive now and into the future. We hope you will join us and so many others in supporting our vision for the future. In the sharing from the heart today, I mentioned that the Lunar New Year begins this Thursday. In the Chinese zodiac, This will not only be the year of the horse, it's the year of the fire horse. And that signifies a time of high energy, passion, and rapid change. I think that pretty well describes the Gregorian calendar year so far, wouldn't you say? And so, my dear ones, here we go. So right now in this moment, I invite you to look around. Just look around. And Carbon is going to bring up, I hope, the faces of those folks who are online so we can see them as well as they can see us. There they are. Thank you all. And as you look around, say out loud, "We got you. We got you." Yeah. And notice that somebody is saying that to you. We got you. Look around and say, "We got you." We got you out there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. Amen. Let's sing together, shall we?
I invite you to rise in body and our spirit, and we're going to sing together Pat Humphries' "Keep on Moving Forward."
Never
You all are amazing and beautiful. Thank you. As we move forward, we will extinguish our chalice with the words, music of Allie Blakely. You do not carry this on your own. You do not carry this on your own. This is way too big for you to carry this on your own. So you do not carry this on your own. Once more. You do not carry this all alone. You do not carry this all alone. This is way too big for you to carry this on your own. So you do not carry this on your own. My dear ones, as we move forward, may we remember that we are better together. We got you. May you go with joy, go with commitment, go with love.